Huddy-tuddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away to start. And he's going to run it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Dumps it off in the flats. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the offense. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got his man. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hester. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 3, Notre Dame 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, they'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
The Rebels will have it first and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Hester. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense gets set for second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Buys a little extra time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Irish send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll try the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. It's caught. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Hester. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Hester. Looking to scramble. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The give on the inside. And he is smashing people. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. The give to the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Running back searching for a hole. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback will audible. Motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
The negative play and leaves them with 2nd and 12.
Spider. Over. Check.
The receiver on the jet sweep. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd.
Notre Dame 7, Ole Miss 3.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, entered the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Takes a shot. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge third down, and somebody's got to step up and make the play.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he?
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Well, the offense is going the wrong direction here late in the game. Fourth quarter, and they've now given up back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rebels enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.